What's up guys, Youngster Gamer here. In this video we're going to be doing some in-depth gameplay of the newest hero, Michael. Now in my previous video I rolled for this new hero and I did a little bit of gameplay, but I mentioned that I was going to be doing a more in-depth gameplay video, and this is that video. So let's go ahead and just start off by doing something like dungeon. So far, wait, can we actually build a fourth hero base? No, we can't. I thought we were going to be able to for a second, but anyway, we are going to be working with 3 legends, Death Knight, Druid, and the newest hero, Michael. I believe his name is Michael, or at least that's what it said in the sneak peek, and I think that's what they said it was going to be. I know the skill name is Archangel, so let's just go and go into this dungeon, and let's go and see that proc, and then I'll go ahead and just show just him versus this dungeon without the Druid and Death Knight. So you're going to see his proc effect on Druid and Death Knight as soon as he proc, so that's random. His duplicate is random, so has nothing to do with his proc, just sometimes he'll spawn the dupe, and sometimes he won't. As you can see, just spawned it again. And honestly, from what I've seen at this level, his proc really isn't doing much at this skill level. I believe, I know it at least increases attack, but I think it increases attack speed as well. Let's go ahead and put him back in the dungeon. Let's go and just drop him on this camp. Spawn the duplicate right away that time. I don't think the duplicate ever procs, actually. I don't know if the duplicate has its own skill or what. So there you see the talent, them just, yeah, their attack is definitely increasing. They're just one-shotting buildings once that proc is active, and once it gets non-activated, you see it goes from one hitting to what that health bar just was. So the buff is kind of a lot, it seems, but again, this is kind of lower level gameplay, and as soon as I do have the ability to get some evolved gameplay and higher level gameplay, I will. Just this is the best gameplay I can do right now, especially with it only being, with the update only being on Taiwan server right now. So once it gets to English server, I'm sure I'll be able to get some higher level gameplay, as well as yeah, just evolved gameplay, and hopefully get on my account as well. This is definitely here that I really want on my account, because I feel like he's either going to be a Cupid replacement for Guild Wars, a Cupid addition to Guild Wars, overall just going to make your snipers OP, and might actually make the head-to-head method not so stupid sounding. You know, it seems like if you seems like with that kind of a damage buff, you might want to run a head-to-head method if you're going to have your Skull Knight one-shotting every hero, and, you know, just be able to have that insane damage buff, and especially if the attack speed is increased as well, head-to-head method might not be that bad. So let's go and just do like 2 more dungeons, and we can find some other game modes we can do. So let's just go and do just him on this dungeon, see how he does. So far, what his talent may be, he does have a 6-second cooldown, so that cancels out Berserk. And then obviously Scorch and Blade Shield, those just talents that you don't want, as well as Heaven's Wrath. So what talent would you want on him? He seems like a very, very offensive hero. He doesn't seem like a hero you're going to be using on defense, although he may be a hero you use on defense. Again, too early to tell, but he definitely seems more of an offensive hero, more of a hero that you're going to be using to raid, to do your Guild Wars, head-to-head offense. Definitely seems like one of those type of heroes, so I'm thinking maybe War God, or maybe Revite, honestly, because if he's like Cupid, you definitely want that damage buff right away, especially with that 6-second cooldown. So you might want to have a Revite on this hero. If not Revite, then I would say War God, because you're going to be using him in Guild Wars, but he's not like a sniper or anything, so maybe he's like Cupid, where you don't really want him to be able to do a lot of damage. Maybe you want him to more so just use him for the proc, like with Cupid, so where you really just want the Revite. Other than that, I really don't see anything that useful. Maybe Tenacity, maybe he needs extra health, but actually, you know what, cancel that, because I believe Double Evolved maxed out, not including inscriptions, he has 350,000 health. Now that is an insane amount of health, and I'll go ahead and just check that in a second. I'm pretty sure he has like 350,000 health, which is an insane amount of health, so you don't really need the extra bulwark, you don't really need the extra tenacity, although it'll make him super OP and make him have an insane amount of health. He already has an insane amount of health as it is, and I'm sure just cresting tenacity or bulwark will be fine. So honestly, what I'm guessing, just early guess, is 3 talents to go on him. My top 3 talent picks so far would be Revite, War God, or I would say, again, not really defensive hero. So, not Berserk. Maybe Scatter, maybe Life Drain. Something like that. Life Drain, Revite, War God, depending on if you want him to do damage or not. I'm not sure yet. So maybe cancel out that War God, but maybe not. But yeah, definitely Revite is in my top 3 for sure. Other than that, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Life Drain, because he has such an insane amount of health. I don't know. Let's just go ahead. We did a little bit of raiding, did a little bit of dungeons. What else can we do on this account? Hiri Monsters? Yes, we can do some Hiri Monsters. So let's go and just see him in Hiri Monsters right here. He's going to be against level 5s. Let's go and see if we can clear Wave A. Then we're going to try to clear Wave B. Just see how far this hero will get. I probably should have just had just him out on the base. I'll go ahead and do that next. Just Michael on the base compared to him, Death Knight, and Druid. Because I think this video is mostly for the gameplay of just that hero, but of course adding him in with extra heroes like Death Knight and Druid helps see how much of a damage buff he does and things like that, how useful he is as a team hero, as a team player type of hero. But yeah, I definitely think he's going to be a Guild War hero for sure. From the first sneak peek we saw, my guild was saying it as well, this is going to be a Guild War hero. The only thing that I'm not 100% sure on, that I don't even know, is if that duplicate of his has any sort of skill, has any sort of built-in talent, has anything like that other than just there to do some extra damage. So definitely going to have to look more into that, definitely going to have to read more up on it. I'm not sure, I don't know anything about that duplicate he spawns in, but I definitely know that Michael himself, he increases damage, and then other than that, I'm not 100% sure on anything else. I know he has a 6-second cooldown. Man, A is just going by so slow. Let's just go ahead and hope that A speeds by. Definitely need to go against B, because I don't think we're going to get good enough gameplay on Wave A because these heroes are just such a low level. So I'm going to go ahead and just speed past this and show you guys some gameplay on like Wave B or C. Alright, so let's go ahead and do Hero Monster run in B. I went ahead and changed the base a little bit so that, we don't have heroes just hitting off to the side, not within reach of my hero. So hopefully this setup helps with that. Yeah, there we go. So already the hero's moving into the base. We can see he spawns his dupe. The dupe stays at full energy, but again doesn't seem to proc at all. And let's see, his proc just makes him be able to one-shot every hero. That is what I'm so excited for, is in Guild Wars, him procking, and this is only 4 of 10. The damage buff just keeps going higher as his skill does. And I think that will be insane for Guild Wars, that kind of damage buff, to be able to just one-shot a hero. Because I know Cupid at level 44 of 10 would not be able to make other level 40 heroes be able to just one-shot things like that. So just there's his proc, and then you see that they're just able to just one-shot everything. Just look at that. Just insane kind of damage buff. Hopefully the damage buff carries over to the proc. I don't see why it wouldn't. So yeah, definitely gonna be a huge buffing hero. Definitely gonna be great for Guild Wars. And any place that you really need a ton of damage, Archdemon, he's just gonna increase that damage so much. In Archdemon, definitely gonna be insane. Too bad he doesn't give energy, so I don't know how easily he will replace Cupid in Archdemon. Definitely don't really know how you'll work him into your Archdemon team, but it's definitely insane to see such a high damage buff. And in Archdemon, I'm just excited to see what kind of damage people are going to be able to start doing with him, because that kind of damage buff, I know it's over 50%, and him paired with Cupid, that's over 100% damage buff instantly. Then Druid just stacking, his damage buff is going to be insane. Definitely going to be a great Guild War here. So you can just see right here, 30%, I think that's the 30% chance to spawn in the dupe, and here's like the 50% damage buff, I think. Something like that. But let me just go and show you the stats for this hero at 200. Actually, can you even see the stats at Evolved, Double Evolved? No, it doesn't even change, does it? So I guess base stats level 200 unevolved is 106,000. So that definitely 106,000 health unevolved. And I know that double evolved 200,000, or double evolved level 200 is 350,000 health, because I saw that on the dev gameplay thing that they did where they showed him maxed out. He had 350,000 health, which is an insane amount of health. Don't really know where else to do gameplay of him. We did in Hero Monsters, did Dungeons, did Raiding. I guess we're not high enough might to do Hero Trials, so there's really nothing else to do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay video. Once I can do more gameplay, higher level gameplay, once I get evolved gameplay, things like that, I will definitely be sure to let you guys know, make videos on it as soon as I can. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.